The American Lung Association just released its 27th annual State of the Air report, and there are both positive and negative statistics when it comes to the air quality in our area. Fiona Sullivan explains in our 6 o'clock top story tonight.
It's a pretty beautiful day here in Sioux Falls as it's not too cold, there are barely any clouds in the sky, and there are plenty of people out and about. But it's still important to pay attention to air quality each day as recent data shows that spikes in the ozone and smoke levels actually have the worst effect on us here in Sioux Falls. The American Lung Association's report found that even though Sioux Falls ranks as 13 for cleanest by year-round particle pollution, the city ranked 32nd worst in the nation for ozone pollution and received a D grade for short-term fine particle pollution.
During the summertime, certainly with the change of the season plus pollen and dust being blown around by the wind, then we can certainly have increased effect of asthma and COPD exacerbations. Definitely when we've had the Canadian wildfire smoke issues and the decreased air quality alerts, I know that my patients that I've taken care of have said that it's been a struggle for them to be outdoors.
A lot of the particles come from out of state, so it can be difficult to manage, which is why it's important to limit strenuous work outside if you're having trouble breathing and advocate for change.
We know that there are certain standards that the World Health Association, as well as our own EPA until recently, had felt like we needed to adopt these standards for pollution to protect human health. The fact that those standards are being rolled back does not change the science, which is that people are being harmed by air pollution.
The report also found that 91,561 kids are breathing unhealthy levels of air pollution in South Dakota.
The key thing with children is that their lungs and their bodies are still developing. For adults, it's not just a specific organ system, and so when you start breathing in air that is poor quality, then you start having issues with inflammatory responses that don't just involve the lungs.
So before you go outside for the day, experts say it can never hurt to check this, the air quality index. Now, it's looking pretty good for Sioux Falls today, but just because you can't see or smell something in the atmosphere doesn't mean that the air still can't negatively affect you. In Sioux Falls, Fiona Sullivan, Dakota News Now.